Hello friends, welcome to Buddh Gyan. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you get notified first when we post new videos. Let's begin the story. Once upon a time in a village, there was a large ashram of Gautam Buddha. A renowned Buddhist teacher lived there, and he had a disciple who was very talkative. He would talk all the time and share stories from every household he visited for alms with the other disciples. He would gossip and speak poorly of one disciple to another, always trying to make himself look good. He would praise himself and constantly try to prove to the master that he was the most intelligent and exceptional disciple. He considered himself superior to everyone. He used to say, "I come from a wealthy family. If I wanted, I could live a luxurious life. But I left it all behind to seek truth and understand life. That's why my sacrifice is the greatest." One day, the master called all the disciples together and said, "For the next month, I want each of you to take a vow to strengthen your determination and build inner power. You can choose any vow according to your ability, but if you break it before the month is up, you will return to your usual routine." All the disciples chose vows according to their abilities and told the master before leaving. But the talkative disciple went directly to the master's hut and said, "I don't want to take an ordinary vow. I want to take a great vow that would make me stand out. Please tell me what vow I should take." Hearing this, the master smiled and replied, "Do you think you can fulfill the vow I give you? Perhaps it's not possible for you. You may want to choose a vow on your own." The disciple's pride was hurt by the master's words. Without saying anything, he returned to his hut and shut himself in, only coming out for essential tasks. 15 days passed, and most of the other disciples had already broken their vows, but he hadn't spoken a word since making his vow. The whole ashram was surprised that such a talkative person had become silent. After 15 days, he went to the master and wrote down, "Master, I am outwardly silent, but there's a lot of noise within me. My mind is filled with questions, calls, and complaints. My vow is still intact, isn't it?" The master replied, "Your vow is still intact, but as long as these voices ring in your ears, your mind will keep speaking. You may remain silent outwardly, but you will keep talking internally. You need to distance yourself from these voices." The disciple bowed to the master and left. The next morning, he left the ashram and headed to the forest. Many days passed, and though the vow period had ended, the disciple hadn't returned. The other disciples feared he might have been killed by a wild animal. They searched but couldn't find him, assuming he had become prey to the wild animals. But the master believed otherwise. One day, another disciple asked the master, "Master, could it be that a wild animal killed our talkative brother?" The master said, "It's possible that he fell victim to wild animals, but there may be another reason. Perhaps he found what he went in search of." The disciple then asked, "Master, is speaking too much harmful?" The master replied, "One of the many sorrows of human life is that a person can't remain silent. Most of our sufferings arise from our constant talking." The disciple touched the master's feet and said, "Master, is my vow still valid?" The master looked deeply into the disciple's eyes and said, "Yes, your vow is still valid." The disciple said, "When I left the ashram, I was outwardly silent, but my mind was full of questions. So I went into the forest, hoping for peace. But the deeper I went into solitude, the louder my inner voices became. Gradually, old memories and words began to surface. I realized how wrong I was in criticizing others and boasting about myself. But eventually, the inner noise faded away, and I truly became silent. In that dense forest, I heard the sound of the wind, the chirping of birds, and the flow of water for the first time. I felt a peace that I had never experienced before, but my scream did not disrupt the silence around me. Outside and within, everything remained peaceful. Master, I am speaking, walking and observing, yet I am in complete silence within. I now realize that only when we speak less can we begin our inner journey." The master said, "As long as we speak outwardly, there will be disturbance within. Most of the world's problems stem from unnecessary talk. We waste energy on meaningless words, keeping us distracted from our inner world. If we wish to embark on our inner journey, we must learn to be silent. Silence holds great power. By speaking the right words at the right time, we can transform our lives positively. Silence allows us to experience peace within and connect with our inner self. The lesson from this story is that unnecessary talk drains our energy and keeps us from our inner journey. Those who wish to embark on the inner path must learn the art of silence to make their own and others' lives better. If you enjoyed this story, The Power of Silence, please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you, and Namo Buddhaye.